All right, hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I've got a very exciting video on the Sureshot Armament Group Mark III chassis for the AK platform. Now you'll notice this is my Palmetto State Armory AK-104, a phenomenal gun. I've had this on the channel for quite a while. Highly recommend you pick up one. But yeah, we got it equipped with the Sureshot Mark III chassis, and boy, what a blast it has been running this on this gun. So if you're not familiar, the Mark III chassis is a chassis made by Sureshot Armament Group that is a mixture of parts, but essentially what you have a replacement gas tube, you've got a lower M-lock handguard, you've got the upper Picatinny handguard, which then goes back here to the dust cover where your optic is mounted, and then you've got a rear section on the dust cover that is actually removable. Now there's a couple reasons why they did this the way that they did. First off, with the front handguard in its entirety, it allows you to keep everything mounted in line with the Picatinny dust cover. If you're coming from an AR, you'll notice that that is essentially how everything is run on the AR, and this allows you to make that transition over to the AK platform and still have that similar style and feel. So in addition to keeping everything in line, you've also got just a phenomenally well-made and just great at dissipating heat handguard, and I mean just beautifully done. So I've been able to do a ton of mag dumps just in general, just to get a lot of rounds through it and see, but also just shooting in general. I've had no issues with heat. I've had no issues to where I burnt my hand or needed to put on a glove just to the excess of heat. How does that translate to the equipment on it? Again, no issues at all. I've done night vision shooting, night base shooting, just general shooting in the day. I've got my pressure pads on here, my IR laser, IR flashlight, no issues at all. I've got my foregrip, and moving back here, I've got the EOTech 512 mounted, and you'll notice that it's actually mounted forward, and the reason that is so that this rear piece here that is separate from this piece, I can take this off and not have to remove the optic itself. You'll notice on some other systems, you've got that hinged method that they use. Okay, it's pretty secure, stable, but you've still got that slight risk of a zero impact or a zero point of shift impact. With this, that is not the case. So you can take this rear section off and you don't have to worry about moving the optic and then returning to zero. Also, with the way that they've designed this, whatever optic you're running, you can actually retain the AK iron sight. Now you'll notice mine is off. That's just because I wanted to run a magnifier with the EOTech 512, which is the AA battery model. So I took mine off. But yeah, so you're able to retain a lot of the features of the AK itself while also just completely transforming the modularity of it and just fully equipping it to whatever scenario that you need to shoot in. Like I said, I've done, flat range shooting. I've done some competition shooting here and there. I've done night vision shooting, night base shooting, you name it, I've done it. This is phenomenal. You won't regret it. I've got some competitions coming up. Like I said, I've got a baby due here in a couple months. On the back end of that, when everything gets back to normal, I'm gonna run this AK just as you see it. I've got some night vision matches lined up. I've got some AK specific matches lined up. We're gonna put this to the test even more than we already have, and we're just gonna show you how it does. I can recommend this 100% without a shadow of a doubt that it is gonna hold up exactly how you need it, and that the money you spend will be money well worth it. This chassis made by Sureshot, I mean, just again, transforms your AK. I've got a lot of people that surprisingly, every time I post a picture, they'll actually comment and say, why are you posting an AR? That's not an AK. And no, this is an AK. It's just that well done. I mean, just beautiful, beautiful job by Sureshot here. Pick one up. Again, the money you spend is money well worth it. I want to say thank you to Sureshot. They sent this out to me. I've been able to put it through the test. I mean, I'm just so freaking pleased with it. I've had experience with other chassis and other, AK specific platforms, furniture or whatever. They're great. Nothing against them. This is second to none. I mean, I'm just, so pleased with it. For those of you that are wondering, the chassis by itself is about 1 pound 9 ounces. And then, you add everything to your gun. It's going to be a hefty girl, but that's why we get in the gym and we lift, boys. But yeah, pick one up. Again, highly recommend it. You won't have any doubts. I've got no doubts that you'll love it. But just get out there and train. Whatever you do, whatever you use it. use it for good, train, be better, be a better person, and, you know, just take those God-given rights that we have, use them and use them for good. That's all I can say. Thank you, Sureshot Armament Group. Thank you to all my supporters, everybody watching this video. Check it out, get you one. I promise you will love it. I am pleased. You know, I mean, what else can I say? I'm just that daggone pleased. Pick you one up, get out there and train. We'll see you next time.